funnest thing to do in the summer isn't swimming. It's to run around and play in the rain like this.
You guys don't even need a bath tonight. Look at that.
The rain! Let's get rain!
So we were out working in the garden today and clearing out all the weeds and handing them to the pigs. And a neighbor who's about 90, she had told us that there was some asparagus back here. So I went perusing through the wilderness back here and look what I found. So pretty excited because all of them are seeding out for the year, but I'm hoping to save all the seeds or just let it self-seed by itself and then fence this off from goats and sheep from eating it, and then we should have an asparagus patch by next year. Nothing like store-bought asparagus at all. This is so crispy, sweet. Not stringy like the store-bought stuff either. Pretty excited about this find because next year, as we kind of nurture it this year, it's going to just keep growing, and then we can definitely protect it from, you know, the sheep and the wildlife that we have. But I'm really excited that we can just start growing it from what's already existing here.
Another thing that we found on 20 Acre Farms is that chokecherries are big in South Dakota. They grow just everywhere, but you don't always get a really great crop. And this year was the year for chokecherries. And we have chokecherries everywhere around here, all over the property. And we had some friends come over and we actually just picked them in no time at all. We picked them probably 3 gallons of chokecherries, and it just didn't take long at all. No ladders or anything, we're just picking what we can. And so that's been a really great find, as well as you saw the asparagus earlier, which is so cool. But we've got this just amazing crop of these chokecherries, and people are making chokecherry jam and chokecherry syrup, and so there's just a lot of great things you can do with those, and they are amazing. And they're tart, but they're not as tart as they normally are. They just seem so much more sweet this year. They don't dry out your mouth as much as they normally would.
So here we have Chokecherries, and if you guys want to come out here, that would be good for us. You can pick any Chokecherries that you want. Make sure to bring a bag.
So this last spring we decided to put our chickens in this garden plot area, and we decided to have all of their grain in here. We had some organic grain screenings that we had got from a local organic farmer. And so we're like, well, let's just let them naturally fertilize and take care of all the weeds and the bugs and all of that. And let's let them start tilling it up, since they're just amazing at that. So one mistake we did do, because this was going to be our garden plot, is that we had all of the grain screenings, which then comes with weed seeds. So when we started planting our garden, we noticed there was wheat growing everywhere, and millet, and just lots of different weed grasses. So that was kind of a bummer, but it turned out to be great. So here, since we're talking about volunteer stuff, I had planted the original plants that we wanted planted in our garden, and then all of a sudden I looked over here, and last fall we had asked if anybody had any pumpkins or gourds or squash or anything that they weren't going to use in their garden, and we'd come pick it up and then we'd feed it to our animals. And the nice thing about pumpkins and other squash is that we were feeding all of their seeds. You know, we threw the whole plant in for them, and it's a natural dewormer for the chickens. So with that being said, they didn't eat all of the seeds, and so we had a pile of probably like 50 volunteer seeds all in one big cluster. And I had no idea what they were, and they had already been sprouted maybe like 3 or 4 inches up by the time I had even started the seeds in my garden. So the dilemma, do you just pull them all out, or what do you do with them? Because I had no idea what they even were. So I picked quite a few out of there to get rid of them, to thin them out a little bit, and then this is what happened. So we have This is a spaghetti squash that came out of the deal. We have yellow squash. We have pumpkins. We have acorn squash and a couple other squashes that I'm not even sure.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. Oh yeah. Big old scratch. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah.